everyone, welcome back to our channel startuplanes.com. I am More Tanvi, and as you know, these are the series of interviews that we are conducting for the promotion of some excellent startups across our country. Now the question is that why you should watch this interview. You should watch this interview if you are a job seeker. You should watch this interview if you want to invest. You should watch this interview if you want to know the merit and demerits of starting a freshly new business. So let's get started. For today's interview, we have Mr. Nitin Singh with us, who is the founder and CEO of NRS Technologies Private Limited. He has worked with developing and scaling analytics solution in various companies. TudeEd is a division of NRS Technologies Private Limited. They aims to provide online data science courses to students. TudeEd was founded in the year 2019 by a group of inspired IIT and IIM Calcutta graduates. They focus on preparing students for the real world. TudeEd strives to inspire the young minds of the nation and prepare them for excellence. The company is completely bootstrapped and has grown almost 4 times in 2020. So let's know more about this wonderful startup from Nitin himself. Good afternoon, sir. I am More Tanvi from Startup Lanes, and we are really grateful to have you on the board for this interview.
Thanks.
Sir, I will request you to introduce yourself to our viewers.
Sure. So it's Nitin. I'm the founder of NRS Technologies Private Limited, and TudeEd is one of the division of NRS Technologies, where I'm working from 2019 back.
Okay.
So right.
So my very first question to you is that how did you come up with this idea?
Right. So back in 2018, I was wondering if I can start a company of my own, and with a lot of data crunching. I was working in Gartner at that point of time, so I had access to data sets and all. So I was wondering what sector I could get myself into. I crunched a lot of data at this point of time. Like VC investment data, sector-wise data, education data, and then understood, okay, so this is one segment that is going to be big in coming years. I had a conversation with a couple of entrepreneurs as well, and people who are actually mentors in those companies, startups basically. So I thought this is the right time that I should get myself into it. So that is how it started.
Okay. So sir, if you can recall, what was the most difficult part in the early stage of the journey?
Right. So, there were several issues when you start a startup. One of the problem that I faced right then and there itself was team building. Apart from that, finance was another issue because I was bootstrapping it from scratch. But then again, we had tough time with finance as well. I tried to raise funds back in 2019-20. But I focused on the existing categories, and we raised the fund by ourselves, and we are still strapped till now.
Okay. So sir, talking about challenges, I want to know that what was the market gap that you identified before commencement?
Right. So the companies which were already existing in EdTech business were mostly focusing on animals, the end part of a project, how we could beautify the presentations, right? So no one was actually working on understanding a learning curve, understanding a student's learning curve, and how we could actually improve the efficiency of a student, right? So there where we actually found, okay, this is something that we really want to work on. And then data is something that provides you a fundamental base to do any kind of research or analysis. So we thought, okay, so we will be teaching data science to students, and we got ourselves into one of the categories, which was training for PGDBA, which is #1 data science course in India. And we are also focusing on K-12 segment and starting with data science courses over there itself.
Okay. So sir, as per my knowledge, there are 2-3 organizations and a website who do the same work. So I want to know what exactly your business model is. Can you explain your business model in detail?
So business model is same. It's like you subscribe to a course fee and you pay the course fee, but the segmentation is different. So no one is actually focusing on K-12 segment. and I belong to a tier 3 like city, and I saw like there is a huge difference between the kind of classes that are being catered in tier 1 and compared to tier 3 city. Data is something that everyone needs in their real, day-to-day life, and students, specifically in schools, they do need an understanding on data. So this actually gave us a idea okay, so business model same as course taking a course fee, but we should focus on a bigger category which is in K-12, and data science could be one of the things in this category. So that is the differentiating factor in business model.
Okay. So sir, in a gist you explain your services, but still I want you to specify the products and services that you provide to your customers.
Right. So as I mentioned, K-12 data science is something new, and government has already prescribed to include data science starting class 9, and we are into this game from 2020 itself. So we are catering to K-12 segment from class 1 till 12, and from 1 till 6 we are not looking into data science specifically, but we are trying to build up the logic and all. And class 8 onwards, we are providing data science courses. And then there is another category of ours, which is test preparation to PGDBA aspirants, which is the number one, as I mentioned, number one course offered by IIM Calcutta, IIT Kharagpur, and ISI. So we are providing them all kind of test support to prepare for the examination.
Okay, so basically you cater the students, but apart from that, do you have any targeted customers?
Right. So the targeted customers is basically the students in this category itself. We are focusing on supply side as well. We are trying to create our own tutor or the trainers. We want to provide them all kind of facilities so that they eventually join our company and become the trainers for this school kids. So that is something that is different, and then target is basically class 1 to 12 and the graduating students who are appearing for PGDBA.
So talking about customers, I want to know that as a customer, why one should choose your products and services over your competitors?
Right. So one of the category which we started back in 2019, we clocked a good result back in 2020. We were preparing students for PGDBA test preparation, and we saw a good amount of people converting to the course. We blocked somewhere around 25% of the seats which is available throughout India, and then in the K-12 segment, we were into this from the beginning itself. We understand the entire segment, and I myself have the kind of background that it needs to provide cater to data science people. So I have 7 to 8 years of experience serving for analytics team, and with this kind of experience, I think as a company, we are in a better situation compared to others.
Okay, great. So answering this question, you also mentioned your USP you have to your business. The next thing I want to know that as a job applicant, why one should choose to work with you?
Right. So we already are working with companies with fellows from the companies like Vedantu, Topper, Byju's, and other edtech firms which are established as of now. So people are here. It's a growing firm, and then if you come here, there are skilled people who are working. You will learn a lot, and then sky's the limit in a growing firm.
So my next question is very interesting. If not this company or this startup, what else you would be doing right now?
Right. So I have been into startup thing from the beginning itself back in 2013-14. So I tried a couple of other startups and miserably failed. Right. So if not this, then I would have been doing, thinking about starting up only. And this is something I really enjoy doing. So I think I would be investing my time thinking about some other startup in some other domain.
Okay. So, sir, I'm assuming that your startup is an online startup because it's a data science. Yeah. So, what are the products and services you are in daily requirement of that helps you run your business smoothly?
Right. One of the thing would be like digital marketing, like activities which we are doing on day-to-day basis. We have like a couple of people who are working with us at present and for like in full capacity. So this is something that is really like a necessity at this point of time when everything is going digital and like you have to do your marketing and stuff.
Okay. So, on what parameters do you select your vendors and suppliers? Is it price? Is it quality or convenience? Please elaborate.
Right. So it's like client based. Firstly, like if we don't know any company, if they have a good case study and clients, like we would definitely start a conversation with them, and then it comes to like what kind of value they can provide, right? What delta they can provide to us, and the end of everything, like the finance, how good they are and at what price.
Okay. So, what are your recent and long-term plans for your business?
Right. So we want to get into tier 3 cities quickly. So that is going to be our plan for next 1 or 2 years, and we want to maintain the quality while scaling because like quality has been the most important part in our journey. We have been focused on providing over top quality on each of the categories that we have. So this is something that we really want to do, and then there is ARPU and MOM that we have targeted on, so that is there.
Okay. So, sir, answering my earlier questions, you mentioned that you raised you raised funds in 1920 and 2020. So now I want to ask that, are you planning to raise external funds? And if not now, then are you planning to do so in near future?
Right. So I'll just correct you over there. So we did not raise any funds. We had the requirement. We tried really hard, but at the end, we had to bootstrap it. We raised our seed fund from our customer themselves. And at present we have cash flow, so we don't need to raise fund. But yes, to do like a blitz scaling, I mean, we would really need really need to raise funds in coming months.
Okay. So wrapping up the session, I would love to hear feedback on Startup Lanes, and also if you want to thank or appreciate someone from your team or friends and family, then please go ahead.
Sure. So Startup Lane community, I have been a part of this community from like 2020, last quarter, and then I have seen a lot of events that you guys organize, and a lot of funds are being raised on this platform. So I think these kind of activities is something that is really required at present to boost the entrepreneurs or entrepreneurial journey that guys like me have, and really create as many jobs as we can through these activities. And to thank families, the first entity that I would like to thank. I mean, if you don't have your family supporting you, then entrepreneurship is a very difficult ballgame altogether. So if your family backs you with all your decisions, it's a blessing. So I have been blessed with this, and then a lot of friends who helped me out throughout the journey. And I am really thankful for all kind of help that I'm getting till today.
Great. Sir, also thanks to you. Thank you for your time and your crucial words. Thank you so much.